Hi guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. I know it's only a few days into January, but I've been dying to make a Valentine's card. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use one of my, well actually my very first cartridge I ever got, George in Basic Shapes. And we'll be using two of my Cardz TV stamp sets. We're going to use Happy Valentine's Day from Happy Days. And from More Encouraging Thoughts, we're going to use I Wish You Love. And I got to go to Hobby Lobby yesterday. I don't get to very often. But I picked up another die, and we're going to use that on this card. Now, the cardstock I'm using is from Color Book, and it's this really pretty, kind of a deep rose. And this card is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And we'll get this folded. Make a nice crease. There we go. Now I love to put pink and green together. And this little green polka dot is from Recollections. That's the Michaels brand. And this is 3 3/4 by 5. I'm not going to put it on the front yet though, because I cut two borders with my die. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I just loved it because it has this little rickrack die, these pretty little flowers. These are called hydrangeas. This die is called Borders and Hydrangeas. And then it's got this cute little border right here. This is a big die. This is one of the big, thick ones. And I'm really enjoying my Big Shot. But what I did, I cut two out of white of that border, and I trimmed them down. I didn't want it as wide as it was, so I've trimmed it down to, I think this is, let's see, this is about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to put one at the bottom and one at the top, and then I'll just flip it over and trim off the excess. And I'm going to put these on with some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. I've been using this a lot lately. And we'll get these on here. Now, if you don't have a Big Shot or this die, you can use a border punch to do this, or you can look in cartridges like Elegant Edges. It's got some cute little borders that you could cut out and use instead. Now I'm just going to trim these off, and then we'll get this put on the front of the card. We'll just use the ATG gun to get this adhered to the front, and then I'll show you what we're going to put on here. It's a very quick, simple little Valentine. And I like having that wider pink border around there. Now, from the George cartridge, on page 119, I cut this kind of wonky little heart. I don't know what else to call it. It's just an odd shaped heart, but I like it. So I thought that would be really cute. Now, for the front of the card, I cut it at 2 3/4 inches. And I also cut it on shadow. So I used this same deep rose for the shadow, and then this cute little paper I found at Hobby Lobby yesterday. Let me show you a bigger piece so you can see the pattern of it. It's so cute. This is a Paper Studio, which is the Hobby Lobby brand, and this is called Love Me Tender. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's got lots of little hearts, and some of them are shaped kind of odd, like this one. And it's got different colors of pink and light pink and white. It's just really cute. So, my shadow was at 2 3/4, and my heart's at 2 3/4. I'm going to adhere these together, and we're going to put these right in the center of that little border. And I'm going to use that Scotch glue again for this. Now, I've got my little heart on 2 thicknesses of foam tape, and I'm going to center it at an angle between those 2 white borders. Right about here. And for my sentiment, I used the More Encouraging Thoughts stamp set. And I stamped I Wish You Love. And I used Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I just cut that into a little banner. And we're going to put that right across there. I'll use some more of that Scotch glue. Right about like that, I think. And you know, it's just crying out for a button. Got a little bit of extra glue right there. And I've got this little green button. And I ran some embroidery floss through it, and I've got it on a glue dot. And we're just going to add that right there. Scoot that over just a little bit. I think that's so cute. I love pink and green together. Now, let's do the inside. It's going to be pretty simple, too. I cut another mat out of that green polka dot, and this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Then I took some white cardstock, and I cut this at 2 3/4 by 4, and I took my corner rounder and rounded the corners. I'm going to center that, and I went ahead and stamped it with the stamp from Happy Days, Happy Valentine's Day. And I've got another little heart that we're going to add right over here. And I cut this heart at 2 inches. I cut the shadow and then the little cute little printed paper. And I've added another little green button. And this is on 1 thickness of foam tape. So I'm going to grab my ATG gun, get all this stuck down. We'll come back and take a final look at our first Valentine's card for 2013. Here's our finished Valentine. I think it's super cute, and it was super simple to make. And here's the inside. Got that all adhered down, and you've got plenty of room to sign your name and add any other sentiment you'd like to. I love pink and green together, and that white just makes it pop, I think. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I'll see you again real soon. Bye now.